back left with Brian Mahoney.
Brian Mahoney, Associated Press. Going off that last part, Adam, there will be games soon. Have you guys had any discussion about any expectation of what your players may or may not be allowed to do, may want to do? And just from a general sense, I guess, you guys, the league, and a lot of players had a great relationship with the White House on the last president. How do you feel about kind of what maybe has happened now? How, do you guys feel like you can still have that again, or is it kind of written off for the next few years?
Brian, I'm not sure. It's disheartening to me to see so much disunity in our society. I think that sports historically, and in the NBA in particular, has been a unifying force. And while there's always been disagreements in society, sports arenas have been places where people from all walks of life have come together and for a common experience. And when it comes to political disagreements, I would hope that we, the league, together with our players, can play a constructive role in bringing people together. As Coach Popovich said the other day, people need to engage and have these discussions, and they're not always easy discussions to have. Sometimes they are painful discussions, but they need to be had. And I'm hoping, once again, that this league can play a constructive role there on, the anthem. Specifically, we have a rule that requires our players to stand for the anthem. It's been our rule as long as I've been involved with the league, and my expectation is that our players will continue to stand for the anthem. Again, to me, it's even a unique issue in this league because 25% of our players are not American. But it's always been an opportunity in our arenas for both teams to come together and have a moment of reflection. And clearly for the non-American players, it's not necessarily a moment of patriotism for the United States, but it's about respect. It's about respect for the country they play in. It's about respect for the principles that underlie this country. It doesn't necessarily mean that everyone agrees at any given point with what's happening in their country, but it's again, as I said, it's my hope that our players will continue to use that as a moment of unity. For example, last year, many of our teams locked arms during the anthem, which I felt was a respectful show of unity. And many of our players have spoken out already about their plan to stand for the anthem. And I think they understand how divisive an issue it is in our society right now. But let me say, these are highly complex and nuanced issues. And, it's one of the core principles of this country is freedom of expression as well. And it is my hope, though, that with NBA players, that given the platform they have, whether it's the regular engagement they have with the media, whether it's social media, whether it's other opportunities they have to work in the communities, that they have those opportunities for their voices to be heard, and then to act on those voices, meaning to engage in constructive activity in their communities as they always have.
Second row on the left, Ian.
Adam, Ian Begley, ESPN.com. If a player or team decides not to stand for the anthem, will there be a penalty? And if so, what will that be?
All I can say is if that were to happen, we'll deal with it when it happens.